I promise there's a very good reason why this is on the table right now. As you may or may not know, I record most of my videos with a Canon DSLR, specifically the Canon EOS 1200D, sometimes known as the Rebel T5 in some areas. And well, the image quality is great, it's awesome, it's fantastic, it's something that I just can't rave about enough. And well, there's just a couple of problems really. And one of the biggest ones is battery life. And that is something that we will address today with this package that actually just arrived. Yes, I do these stuff literally minutes after these things arrive, so that it will be fresh content for you. Now, here's the thing. These things cost about $10. That's 500 pesos in like local currency here. And relatively speaking, that's not cheap, especially for someone who is like me, student, who really can't afford to waste money like that. But I think this is more of an investment than a loss. See what this is. Oh my god, oh no, it's fine. You see what this is, as you can see right there, focus, yep. You see right there is an Andor ACK or ACK-E10. ACK, incidentally, stands for AC Kit. I actually just learned about that after reading like Canon's like online website for like their specifications, and then I noticed, wait a minute, this is the exact same bloody thing that I bought. It's this ACK-10. So what this is a dummy battery kit. As you can see right there. Hopefully, yep. It's a dummy battery kit that slots in to an LPE10 battery like compartment, and that plugs in to this barrel plug right focus. See, this is why I hate phones autofocus. Well, whatever. It's something that plugs straight into that. Oh wow, this is incredibly light. And then outputs to this switch, and there are two options for this. I'm actually kind of glad that they put this in like an anti-static bag, which plugs either to that like power adapter thingy that looks a bit more, shall we say, a bit more legit, or in my use case, to something like this, a power, what is it, like an inverter or something? I don't know. It's oh no, it's a step up thing, which steps up 5 volts, 2 amps to 4 amps, if I recall correctly, and spits out, I don't know. I forgot what voltage the LPE10 is. I'll have to read that out on the camera once I get down to actually testing this. Comes with a power brick, obviously. Actually, you can purchase a kit like this without the power brick, and it costs about 50 pesos less, so that's about $1 less. But I figured, what the hey, like I don't have enough power bricks in here that can do over 2 amps anyway, so this the addition of it is basically, you know what, $1, who cares, right? So this is 5 volts, you can read right there, it's 5 volts, 3 amps, and it supports the entire input, so that's good, I guess. Okay, so basically the idea here is, if we focus on the side cam right here, no? Nope, it's too small. Anyway, the idea here is you slot that right there. Oh, there's no like click. Okay. And this plugs into this, or any power brick, power supply unit that has USB 5 volt, 2 amp to 4 amp. They actually specify it in the listing, so that's actually very important because you are going to be stepping it up to something much higher voltage, and then you just plug it in. So I'm going to be switching angles in now. So I have my camera right here. It's actually still on, as you can see. I don't know if that's in focus or not, and honestly I kind of don't care at this point. So what we're gonna do is we're going to turn it off, obviously, and remove this, the sort of culprit of this thing. This is an ACK-E10 battery. This has 860 milliamp hours. It is 7.4 volts, which is exactly like, exactly the reason why we need that step-up thing in the USB, because it's not 5 volts, and which is also actually why you can't just plug it into a mini USB right here and just charge it off the wall. Not that it's really that convenient. If you ask any camera operator if they want to charge their battery through the camera, they're going to tell you that kind of sucks. Just give me an external charger so that I can charge my batteries properly, because anyone who takes these things seriously would tell you to not just get one, but get multiple of these so that you have things that are charged. The problem is that these things are about as expensive as this, or even more sometimes, and I only have a budget for either, so we're gonna have to see how this goes. Now you might think, oh well, if you're buying a battery or an AC kit, why would you choose the AC kit? Like, that's going to limit you to an outlet, right? Like, that's kind of stupid, isn't it? Well, it's not if you have one of these, a battery bank that can output over 2 amps. Now, I sincerely doubt that this is gonna work with this, because this battery bank already has problems with its 2 amp output, but we're going to try it. I don't know what I should do first. You know what? No. Let's try to see how it slots in first. And we're gonna be quick because my phone is dying. So just slots in right there, and thankfully this is actually something that I've noticed. It's like, whoa, well, if Canon wants this to be, even remotely waterproof, they'd cover everything, but there's a little port down there. I thought that was the previous owner who removed it, and it probably is, but even if there was a cover down there, you can still kind of or cover, flap. There's a flap down there, you can still open it, and see, it just lets it roll off. That is really convenient. Let's plug this in and see if it explodes. Oh, it sparked. Okay. Hopefully this does not damage my camera. And it turned on. Isn't that nice? Okay. We are recording on the AC kit, the ACK-E10. Now, that's not really that surprising, because obviously, things like these are actual commercial solutions. They're not jerry-rigged as much as you might think it is. And, hey dog. These solutions are actually being sold by Canon, if I recall correctly. Now let's test out the battery bank. Where's the 2 amp? I think it's... What did see out? Let's try out this one. Okay, it lights up. And it turns on. That's nice. Recording on the ACK-E10 with the battery bank. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Yep. All I can say is that it works. Now, I have no idea about the battery life on this, and I will have to test it out for myself. But what I want to highlight here is that there are tons of options for powering these things. Like, you don't have to rely on these dinky ones. Yes, I know this is old. This is 2014 old. Like, it cannot. Oh crap! It's not even focusing. It's that low of battery. Anyway, it cannot possibly have the same amount of charge as it did in 2014. But using something like this, kind of lets you just like roll. Probably for a very long time until the card is full. This is a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, and with this one, I was getting like this degraded battery, which probably has like half of its capacity lost by now. I was getting anywhere from about 3 clips. That's 3.5 clips. That's 11-minute clips because this camera is stuck at 4 GB record limits. So that accounts to around somewhere in the neighborhood of 45 minutes of record time. This with a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, so that is over 10 times, actually 12, probably close to 12 times as big as the capacity of these ones when they were new. And it gives you this. I mean, it looks kind of janky, but you can easily just stuff it into your pocket and go shoot it. Like, so long as you don't bump this, it's fine. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. This is a very, very selfish video because this is something that I've been planning on buying for quite some time, and I wanted to just show you what options there are for battery powering for these old DSLRs. Like, if you're buying a camera nowadays, I would suggest shying away from like the new lower end cameras and just trying to get like an old one. This is still a lower end one. It's a 1200D. There's the, what was it? The T3i, or the T5i rather. I forgot what it was in the EOS D segment, but obviously there are better, more pro solutions. But if you're thinking about buying, you know, a, like, I don't know, a 3000D? Is that what the new one is? That was I was looking for earlier. That doesn't even shoot 1080p, it shoots 720p. And yeah, it's a newer processor, it's a bit more efficient, but you can get this, you can get a fancy lens, and then you can either buy new batteries or just get one of these, and it just works. Whether or not it will damage the camera in the long term is still to be seen, but I mean, it works, you know? So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want more content like this. This will be very much powering the next few projects of mine, which I have a lot in line. Don't worry, this thing has not escaped my mind. The review is coming. Alright, it's coming. I'm not gonna promise a date this time, but it is coming. So yeah, thank you so much. Subscribe to Novatech for more, and I'll see you guys soon.